So this is just a post cool down workout. I've just come back from quite a large walk with my dog, and I get quite stiff in my legs after I do a very long distance walk. So I thought I would share with you some stretches to help loosen out these muscles. So please feel free to use this if you have a big long walk on the beach, something like that. It's nice to have a stretch at home when you get back home. So it's only going to be about 10 minutes, so let's get started. So let's begin in child's pose. Knees as wide as the mat, big toes to touch, and we're just going to walk our hands to the top of the mat as far as we can. We're not going to keep our arms active, we're going to let our arms relax on the mat. So the main thing about this stretch is that we're stretching out the back. So just take an inhale first, and then slowly melt your way down to the mat. Once you get there, just take some nice deep breaths, allowing the back to have a good stretch. And if you'd like to just walk the hands to the left and just stretch out that right side. Walk across to the other side. Stretch it out. Then come back to center. Walk those hands back up. Let's just stretch out our ankles, the tops of our feet. So take the fingertips back behind you and just lift those knees up, giving the tops of the legs a bit of a stretch. Open up the shoulders. You can look up if you feel you want to stretch across the shoulders and the shoulder blades. Big inhale, and then slowly release as you exhale. Come into your tabletop pose. We'll just do a couple of rounds of cat and cow. Always a nice stretch for our backs. Holding here in cow, then rounding up in cat. Now keeping that angle with our, keep the knees in line with the hips so that we can walk down into a puppy pose. So take an inhale and exhale. Just hold here. Then walk the hands back. Let's stretch those calf muscles, as they'll probably be quite tight after a big long walk or run. So pushing back into the heel, feeling those calf muscles have a really beautiful stretch. Then turn the opposite foot to the side and just reach up in your supported plank. Maybe reach the hand over to give yourself a nice side stretch. And then bring that hand down. Take it to the other side, so push back, stretching that calf. Oh, that feels so good. And again to side plank on the other side. So inhale, reach up. Either stay here or reach across. And windmill those hands down. Let's just take our right leg up into a runner's lunge. Now we're just going to allow our hips to just sink into this. So it's not really a lizard, it's more with the knee upright. So more of a runner's lunge. So just inhale the chest a little bit further forward. And then come up, we're just going to do half splits. So flexing the toes, come up on the fingertips, take an inhale, and as you exhale, just bring the head just that little bit closer down towards the knee. So you can keep your back straight or round it slightly, as long as you feel a nice stretch in this back hamstring. You can even come and sit down on your heel and walk the hands forward, just inching that head a little bit closer towards that foot. You will feel a really nice stretch in that hamstring. So either way is good, either staying up on the knee or coming down. You mightn't like this coming down on the knee. As you exhale, come back up. Now we're just going to do another stretch for the inside of our thigh. I might just turn this way so you can see me. So we've still got that right leg in front, and the back leg is just facing towards the side of the mat, and we're just going to push that leg out as we push the knee out to the side as we lunge into it. So you'll feel a really big stretch on that inner right thigh. Maybe inch that foot forward a little bit so you keep the knee to ankle alignment. Come back up, and coming back to your tabletop, we'll take it to the other side. So left leg is going to come up into the runner's lunge. So first we'll just come up on our fingertips so that we keep our chest forward and just allow those hips to sink. And coming back into your half splits. So straighten the left leg. You can either keep yourself upright on that right knee, just keep the left foot flexed as you exhale and fold down. If you'd like to come and sit back down on the heel, you can do that. Either one, you'll still get a nice stretch through the hamstring. And coming up, we'll just come in, walk that foot across to the side of the mat so that you can come down into your pigeon. So making sure that the back foot is nice and straight. Take an inhale first, and you can slowly come down. You can get props to help you with this. Just come down, resting the head wherever you'd like to rest it. Just a nice stretch for your lower back and your hips. Opening up the hips. Hips become quite tight after a workout, so it's nice to really open them up. You can prop a little pillow underneath your left side if you feel you're sitting up a little bit far. Walking the hands up Just sit up, bring that leg in front, just windmill wiper side to side before we go to the other side. And we're going to stretch our left leg out. Just position that right knee up towards the right wrist. Wherever is comfortable for you, just make sure that that back leg is nice and straight and stretched. Come up on the fingertips first, take an inhale. And then exhale, just sink down to wherever is comfortable for you. Holding here, again, nice deep breaths. Slowly come up as you inhale. Again, just take that leg out, a windscreen wipe from side to side. And we'll just do a twist to finish off with. So bring the knees up to the chest, take the hands out to the side and dropping the knees to one side as you look to the other side. Come back up. Using the core to bring the knees back up, take an inhale. And as you exhale, drop those knees over to the other side as you look the opposite way. And coming back up, using the core muscles again, and you can either do a shavasana here or simply come up to seated and finish there. So that will just help stretch out some muscles. Until next time, namaste.